Tens of thousands of protesters marched on the UN climate conference in Copenhagen today, and some demonstrators turned violent. Police arrested 19 people on weapons charges, but insist the majority of the protesters were peaceful. The activists had a strong message demanding climate justice and for world leaders to put the planet before profit. It was one of many protests held around the world in what was dubbed an International Day of Climate Action. Vancouver had its own demonstration, and as CTV's St. John Alexander explains, it was a little more risque than most.
It's hot in here!
When most of us are bundling up, they couldn't wait to take it off.
Take action!
Looking for attention.
And get some satisfaction!
They got it.
I think it's great. I still wouldn't do it.
Revealing activists all supporting Greenpeace involved in a rather cheeky demonstration to smack a message home.
I think taking off our clothes in the middle of a Vancouver winter sort of shows the commitment that we have to this issue.
The issue of climate change.
There's too much carbon in the atmosphere.
These hardy souls are calling on Canadian politicians to play a leading role in Copenhagen.
Dear Prime Minister Harper, please, please, please take the needs of the climate seriously.
There was no violence here. Nothing was destroyed. No event interrupted.
Very with it and good for them.
I think it's a very creative way to express how they want to send a message to the Canadian government.
Oh, come let us take action.
They caroled about it in Victoria on this global day of action. From China to Europe to where it's much warmer down under.
This is really the ordinary Australian's chance to send a message to Copenhagen.
The ordinary man is watching, while the mighty argue how to reduce greenhouse gases.
I woke this morning and I was crying, and that's not easy for a grown man to admit.
And when the entire scientific community says that climate change is happening and there's a 90% chance that it's caused by humans, I think that's pretty hard to argue with.
An argument they made loudly in this city, one they hope was heard in Copenhagen. St. John Alexander, CTV News, Vancouver.